as the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Geralt of Rivia's enough. What is it?
A man came to me a few years past, paid me to keep a book for you, said you'd come for it one day.
Who was he?
He didn't introduce himself. But the book has a red cover, that I remember. I'm sure I've not sold it.
All right, see if I can find it.
And perhaps glance at the others while you're at it.
Be glad to look over what you got. The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, adorned with humorous engravings. Chiromancy, or the noble art of cheese divination. Moribundia, the vampire's last likeness. My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside.
Viva Radovid!
Had enough of this job.
Yeah,
The witch hunters
he
defend
finally
us
met
from
his match.
monsters.
Some cutthroat a witcher, I think, gave Junior his due.
Your kind spreads
What can I
disease.
get?
Defeatism
A
and desert.
compass, a straight edge.
We've no to talk
Going
about.
drink from
Witch.
time.
Hey, anyone in there? Blood. This does not look good. Blood. Someone knocked their head on this beam. Open cut. Bare feet. Fresh prints.
Just you wait. The witch
Feisty,
hunters
eh?
will see to you.
Viva Radovid!
Looks like Hugo ran into trouble. Gotta find him fast. Blood, still moist. That trail ends here, or continues underwater. Hugo's sleeping with a fish. No two ways about it. Gotta find Eveline.
Cartage. Mark of the devil.
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism and desertion.
The knight from the fairy tales. Did he have white hair or a white horse?
Oh! What's this? Double shoes.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steam.
Got a foolproof method for exercising witches.
Crawl back under your rock.
Faster.
Feast your eyes, brave warriors, upon the Basilisk, king of the serpents. One drop of his venom will kill an army, horses and all.
That cage not a bit small. Beast can't even turn around.
Interesting basilisk you've got there.
Course it's interesting. Won't see a beast like this anywhere near here. They spawn only in the wild wastes of Zerrikania, from eggs laid by cockerels.
Cockerel eggs, you say?
Yeah, and what cocks they are. Lift their rumps like brood hens to other cocks. Eggs laid by such a cockerel must be brought to hatching by 101 venomous vipers. Then the young basilisk pecks its way out.
This basilisk is interesting because it looks exactly like a wyvern. Young one, and ill-fed at that.
You talk nonsense, sir. This here's the most truest of basilisks.
Right, what do I know? I'm just a witcher.
Hold on now. If that's no basilisk, but some wyvern, what did I pay for? Give me back my cotton cheat.
Brave soldiers, don't push, or it'll... Whoa, watch out!
Ugly bastard. Guess the cage was as fake as the basilisk.
Sod off before I lose me patience. Sod off before I lose me patience. What the fuck?
Honor, child of
Your kind
life,
spreads
child of
disease,
life, or something.
defeatism and desertion.
You heard. Avian soil's yielding crops.
I think I'm going down with a fever.
done better to burn the blasted barn to the ground.
Rather not think on what will happen when we tear down the barn.
What's all this?
Not your concern, that's what.
Not an expert or anything, but you two look like you could use some help.
Aye, it's true, we could. Barn's full up with some manner of beast. Bar them inside, but that won't hold long. And we'll be in a world of woe once they're loose.
We're not rich, but cut the filth down, and we will pay you.
Fine, I'll try to help you.
We'll let you in the barn, then open the doors once it's over. Quick, Master Witcher, or they'll get out!
Time to end this. It's done. Open That's the door.
what drew the ghouls.
Use that barn as a cemetery?
No. Why'd you ask?
Found human remains inside. Several sets. They're what drew the necrophages.
They was bandits. When it was just coin they took, we lived and let live, so to speak. But when they dragged Hetty to the barn, we wouldn't take no more. Grabbed our pitchforks and... well, you've seen how it ended.
Next time you kill someone, bury the bodies. Deep. Need to take care of these, too, or they'll attract more corpse eaters.
We'll do it. Thank you, Master Witcher.
Job's done.
True enough. Here's your pay. And thanks for your help.
Farewell. Giddy up.
Then let's return their coin to them.
What would you return? We've spent it all. Every last copper.
Well, you could, you know, find more.
Of course that's your solution. That's always your solution. The minute we're in trouble, you make me responsible for getting us out. As in Maribor. Remember Maribor?
Dove, please don't change the subject.
Mind if I do?
That depends. Who might you be?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. You Eveline Gallo, the Ermine.
Only to friends.
Calm down, Merrin. No need to puff up. And you, talk. What do you want?
Got a job for you.
Truly? Of what nature?
Anonymous performance. No audience. At a certain auction house. Pays as much as you can carry.
Eveline, I beg you. You don't know him.
What's that supposed to mean? He introduced himself, did you not hear? Geralt of Rivia.
Stop pretending you don't understand me. You cannot know if he's to be trusted.
Not a soul can be trusted. You've none of a Fink's features. But you see, I've a problem.
All right, out with it. What's this problem?
See, we were to do a show. The tickets have all sold. Alas, our friend and colleague, Hawkeye Van, well, he's gone blind. Drank some hooch from a questionable source. A sad story, but not the point. The crowd awaits, so either we find a replacement for him, or we shall have to return the coin. All good and fine. Have we not spent it already?
I think I know where this is going.
Then I shall get straight to the point. Stand in for Van, and I shall help you.
What do I have to do? Jump through some flaming hoops?
No. Shoot your crossbow, hit a target.
Eveline, I'm not certain that's a good idea.
Neither am I. It shall all come out in the wash. So, Witcher, what'll it be?
Not a bad shot with my crossbow. Why not? I'm in.
Splendid. So, shall we begin? Folk have grown nervous.
What? Me now? No rehearsals?
What's there to rehearse? You're to shoot and hit a target.
Hit it square on.
All right. Do or die. Let's begin.
That I like. A man who boldly dares, damn the risks. Come! And now, good folk, the highlight of our program. Standing before you, Geralt of Rivia, victor of marksmanship contests in Angren, Dol Blathana, and Lobindon.
Wow, prime!
What? But
Shh! Geralt, grab your crossbow and get to work.
What's the hold-up? Shoot!
I can't watch this. Tell us when it's over.
Are you cross-eyed or what?
God's a mercy. I could do that.
We end with an audacious feat by Geralt of Rivia. We thank you for attending and hope to see you soon.
It's a shame that man didn't shoot the elf. That would have been brilliant.
You know, I doubted I'd emerge from that ordeal in one piece. Fine work, Geralt.
Well, one performance down. What of the next?
Herbalist has a hut near here. Ring a bell? Go see him and ask for some yarrow extract.
Ooh, a mystery. I adore mysteries. Till later, Witcher.
What do you have to say?
Lance Corporal Václav. How'd that prick wind up with us?
Volunteered. Word is he had to bribe the medics to let him enlist.
He mad or what?
That's just it. Certifiably insane. Didn't pass the tests, apparently.
But to pay hard coin to enter the army? Thought at my age nothing could surprise me.
Nothing about the cook.
Oh!
What do you have to say? What do you have to say?
That Borsodi, he got a daughter.
Why'd you ask?
Well, think on it. To marry into a dynasty like that. It'd be like living in clover.
Trust me, you do better not to take any interest in the Borsodis.
Why the hell not?
It can only bring trouble, mate. Only trouble.
Nothing interesting. What do you have to say? What do you have to say?
Fish chowder for...
That true? Who told you?
No one. Came through the western gate the morn. Saw Martin on the pier, rod in hand, fishing.
Cook lad, that's the right treasure he is. No griping about poor supplies. Just the gumption to enrich our gruel.
Aye. If only he'd go a bit lighter on the garlic.
Pier near the western gate. Should be easy enough to find. Must be the cook. Good day. Fish biting?
Aye, they're biting.
What about you?
What's that?
Got this mixture. Pay you to pour it in the soup for the boys at the garrison, on my signal. Nothing dangerous about it. Most they'll think is that the fish wasn't exactly fresh.
It'll cost you, mate. Something dear.
Fine. Here. Wait for the signal, and mum's the word. Understood?
The plague. Know what this is?
And Countess Yvonne of Lanexeter's necklace. Your handiwork, wasn't it?
It was. I scaled a gutter, entered her bedchamber.
I knew it, I knew it.
At last, we're all here. Time to begin. This heist, it's no jest. So if any of you has any doubts, isn't sure, now's the time to leave. Won't be able to after. The Borsodi's auction house, its vault. That's our target. Eveline, you'll enter through the tower when the patrol rounds this corner. Drop us a line. We have to be inside within 5 minutes, is that enough?
It's plenty.
Splendid. Once we're all in the tower, we'll proceed to the auction house. Shouldn't see any guards inside. If we do, we'll have Geralt and his blades. Then, downstairs to the vault. Quinto will crack the lock. We get in the vault, take the loot, disappear out the back through a secret passage. I've said my piece. Any questions?
Additional security measures. Traps. Any inside? Anything we need to watch out for?
Nothing particularly dangerous. Here on the ground floor, there's a rope linked to the bell in the tower. Anyone sounds the alarm, there'll be trouble.
How do we stop it from ringing?
Don't pull the rope, As I said, the auction house ought to be empty. I don't expect any problems.
What about the vault? How is it secured?
With a door. But you ought to be able to handle it. Any other problems we resolve as they come. Anything else?
All good and fine, except what if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You're on your own. We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
All right, let's get to work. I want to be done with this as soon as possible.
We'll reconvene in the gateway beside the tower. Midnight sharp. And everyone's to make sure they're not followed. I'll get word to the cook in the barracks.
What about wearing masks? Not a city in the north that don't have wanted posters with my likeness hanging about.
I'll tend to that. One last thing. Inform the City Watch. Blabber anything about this over an ale, and I'll kill you. With my own hands.
If you're so damn scared somebody'll talk, let's all go there together. Now.
Any objections? Anyone need more time? On our way, then. Let's begin. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
Three, two, one. It's clear. On your way.
Ploughing city foul, shite all over again.
What? Not so.
Troll's turning round.
We've 1 minute. Move.
Hello, Italy. Hello, Mother. Keep us from... If memory serves, you assured us there be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Gotta agree. Backing out's not an option anymore. Need to see this through, whatever happens.
Hallowed words. One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
No.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start.
Whatever. Don your masks and let's go.
feathers must be old. String seems to say so too. It was true love. Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open. I've already seen several things I'd gladly take with me.
Not now. The vault. That's our target. Is that...
Yes, but we shall raise the starting... What's this? Guards! Guards!
Should have stayed in that cage.
You said...
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm. Stop him! He's not to flee!
Lock themselves in.
Bollocks!
Damn it.
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Perhaps not. But we do have hostages.
Mercy, Master! On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2!
Come one step closer and folk will die!
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that!
You can. Just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Just do what they want! I beg you! Calm yourself! No one is to be harmed, clear?
Nothing simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
See if I can't make this clear. We're not at a food market. No bargains to be made here. Lives are at stake.
I understand. I do. But...
No buts. Gonna count to 3, then heads will roll. 1...
God have mercy! Just do what he asks! You leave me no choice!
2...
Attack!
Oops, tip the scales. Bravo! Splendid job you did there.
I'm a witcher, not your negotiator. Where's Eveline?
She's fled. All the better. Fewer hands reaching out for loot. Come on before reinforcements arrive.
The lock, lovingly crafted. 2 spring-loaded bolts, cylindrical plugs, Dameritian wards.
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
Do or die. Giving me no choice. Shit. As if I haven't seen enough excitement. That's it, for now. Same paintings were on the block.
They're in the vault! Lock themselves in!
Virginia! Surrender! You don't stand a chance!
You'll pay for this!
Same paintings were on the block.
Surrender! You don't stand a chance!
You'll hang for this! All of you!
You don't know who you're fucking with.
On the contrary, I know all too well.
You'll?
Greetings, brother. Been years.
Well, well. Complications, complications.
Right. Should have known. Same eyes, same double chin, same rotten heart. Just one question. This family reunion? What's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. Years of poverty. Humiliation. Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Horst. And it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
A desperate attempt at bribery going once, twice, thrice? No takers, no sale.
Speak for yourself. Tempting offer. I've succumbed.
You'll pay for that, Quinto. With your head. At them! You're done.
Stay in formation!
I'd have preferred to resolve this elsewise. Stolen the scrolls, thrown you out into the street. Revenge is best served cold, after all. But I don't mind serving it hot. No.
I beg you, mercy, for your brother. I shall do anything you ask.
Truly. Anything.
Anything.
Sign over to me all that you own. Walk out as you stand, with just the clothing on your back.
Allow me one thing. Any one thing.
15 years. In the sewers. Begging. Like a beast. And you've the cheek to plead. Take that.
Satisfied?
Exceptionally. You?
No, and I won't be until I find Max Borsodi's house. In this vault, or so you said.
And it is. There. But I fear it's not yours for the taking. You see, it houses my father's will. A scroll thanks to which Ewald Borsodi, long missing, will assume the family fortune.
And Geralt of Rivia, who you cheated, what'll he assume?
Alas, but he's free to choose anything else.
Don't provoke me. Never know. Might choose to take your head.
You're wounded. Tired. Figure my chances are good.
I could drop you easily, but maybe I don't have to. We could try to figure this out.
A compromise looks unlikely. We both want Max's house.
Not quite. You just need the contents. Me, the box.
They're downstairs!
So be it. Seal it with a handshake.
Give me the damn casket, and let's get out of here.
As you wish. This way. Well, here's where our paths part.
Shut up.
Was I that bad?
No, but you came awfully close, Ewald. Survived by a hair.
You ever have a basilisk hide or fiend horns and want a good price? Look for me at the auction house.
Mm-hmm. Consider it noted.
Oh! Long live it.
Wondering what I had.
Crawl back under your rock.
It's kicking. Herring's got to turn and mix from time to time.
What are they doing?
Playing. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches are sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
Your band. Chosen some interesting specimens.
Interested? How so? Common carousers and roughnecks. Every last one.
Where'd you dig them up?
Some have been with me ages. Others I gathered on the road. And a few found me themselves. They're company for drink and sport, at least. And ever since I began travelling with them, my old enemies have sat quiet as moles.
Keep wondering how you turned the Ophiri into a beast. The more I think about it, the more I'm sure it was no run-of-the-mill curse.
This professional curiosity, or nosiness as common as the cloud.
Desire to improve. Information could prove useful down the line.
In the future, you under the delusion you'll complete your tasks, live happily ever after.
Remains to be seen. So for now, admit it. A mage helped you, right?
Give you a hint. You're not the only one to fulfill wishes around here.
Odim transformed the Ophiri? It was your wish?
Nay. It was my doing alone. But you're right. It was no ordinary curse. Though I'll say no more. A curse I uttered in a moment of rage, with no thought to it actually taking hold.
First time I've seen a saber like that. What's its origin?
A fear. It was a gift. Any soft-armed craven can hang a blade from his belt, prance about feigning danger, but my saber's a promise. If I reach for it, heads will roll. Mere sight of it quells the urge to duel, in shavers eager to face Olgierd von Everec, the infamous outlaw.
My medallion seems to think it's magic.
It thinks, eh? And I think you've never seen a better weapon.
Vladimir sends his love.
You spoke to him? Impossible.
Did more than that. Fulfilled your wish. And talked to him extensively. Curious what he had to say? Fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Need something else? All right. What do you have for me?
Max Borsodi's house, as requested.
The papers. Where are they?
Left them in the vault. You wanted the house, you got the house. Never mentioned its contents.
You're a quick study. Already as tricky as Odim himself. Keen to ridicule a man. Do you know what I and the company do with your type?
No. Dying to hear, though. Always liked a tale with a thrill.
I'm in no mood for jests.
Neither am I. Did my job, Olgierd. Delivered what you asked for, to the letter. Unhappy? Hell, should have chosen your words more carefully.
Yes, I should have. I assume you came to an agreement with Horst. Shame. A right horse in that one.
Made a deal with his brother, who then beat the living shit out of Horst with a gold candle holder.
Huh. It's progress.
Horst's brother. Did you know about him?
I should think so. Ewald was famous in certain circles.
Which ones?
The kind noble witches don't usually associate with. He murdered for coin, no questions, without batting an eye. Always extravagantly, though. If not for his damn surname, I believe I'd have invited him to join the company.
Why did you even need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Vilmeria's hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Aimed to deliver those papers to the right hands. Borsodi would have landed in the streets, and the hospital would have gotten the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Awfully noble of you, showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. Made her wither and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's sword. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune, and our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor, one from beyond the sea. The anger I felt, I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern, drank a round, a second, a broad, then had another tankard. And then, I asked the wrong bloke for help.
What happened then?
What happened then, Witcher, was one big stinking pile of shite. Well, why do you stand there? Do you need something still?
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I must say to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
Come on, none of this dallying.
Now, ready to listen? Or do you still not give two shites about what I've got to say?
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good. You'll return to your lord and tell him as follows. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality. And I shall not bend to an uncouth boor's dictum. Understood? I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt. So you ride off and announce me. And don't spare your horse. Got it?
Aye, got it.
Give this man a mount and leave him go. Come, Witcher. We must talk outside. The Aetheri believe one should only discuss important matters out of doors, with the gods as witnesses.
Beryl, what was that about?
On the way here, we stopped for nourishment at a tavern belonging to one Lord Dauntless. We enjoyed ourselves as one does at an inn, raucously. Our antics were not to the liking of this Dauntless. Sent a man to warn us that if we were ever to return, we would hang.
You burned the inn down?
I left ample compensation with the innkeep. But it seems the rapscallion neglected to mention this to his lord. But that's of little import. What matters is someone called me a whoreson and threatened to kill me. It was one of those threats that sound like an invitation. I intend to accept it. Return to those parts.
Must have made quite a few enemies along the way. Maybe not today and not tomorrow, but someday someone will find a way to take you down.
And that should trouble me why? I feel no fear, no regret. The wise men of Oxenford claim there are no gods. After death, there is only the void. I've known this void already. Death holds no surprises.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes. Time I learned the 3rd.
Confident, aren't you? Proud, sure of your strengths. Fearless.
3rd task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They stripped you of emotion. Tell me, have you ever loved? I mean, truly loved?
Yeah, I've loved. Can we get to the matter at hand?
Perhaps instead we ought to sit down inside. Have a good chat over some fiery water.
We'll drink once the job's done.
Afraid that's impossible. Succeed and that's the end of me. Fail and you'll not be back.
3rd wish, still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. I had a wife once. The day I saw her last, I gave her a rose. A violet one. Bring me that bloom. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this Dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to find me. That is, of course, should you succeed.
At least you could tell me where your wife is.